Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, it's been a while since I did a walk around on my rig, and I thought I would do a new video of just showing you what is the latest and how the rig is currently set up. So we'll do it front to back, and then we'll hit the inside. We'll start here in the front. I have the C4 Low Pro bumper. And in that bumper, we have a Warn Evo 10S winch. And then we also have the Factor 55 Fairlead and flat link. And then what I did also, because I didn't have the cutout, I just went and got these. There's really no name for them. They're from AliExpress, so they're Chinese lights. They're, I think for the pair, they're like $50 or $60. So I didn't want to spend for the Bajas, just only because these I rarely use. So they're just to complement the fog lights, which are Baja design fog lights. Let me fix it so you can see there. Lighting is terrible, and I apologize. But you can see the color difference. These are a little bit more amber, whereas these are yellow. But when they're on, they're almost identical. So, yeah. Moving along, we have the car trim home, and just to be transparent, every car trim home product that is on the rig that you'll see as you watch this video, I'm a brand ambassador for them, so these are all provided to me for testing and whatnot. So this one here is their Heritage Grille, and I would have to say that it is one of the best fitting grills. You can see it butts up against the end here, unlike some of those eBay ones that prior to my CTH Heritage, I got the eBay one, and you would see a gap on this corner here, and it was terrible. So that's the CTH Car Trim Home Heritage Grille, and I'll have all the links in the description below for you guys to get, and I'll also list coupons. I have exclusive coupons to save you some money. And just above that, you have the Toyo LED Raptor lights. So these have been like well over 2 years now. So they're still running strong and good. So, all right, moving to the latest edition, we have the Car Trim Home 3-pod headlights, and these things are freaking fantastic, like 100 times better than the OEM headlight with the LED bulbs. Much brighter, has a way better cutoff, and then your DRLs, which is right here, and they wrap around, is white. They don't have an amber feature, but that's fine because I wanted the white. And it also has the side marker here on the side. So if you're looking for headlights at a fraction of the cost over the more popular Morimoto or Alpha Rex, these would be I would say the next thing to get. I'm not sure what price. I think they're like $700 or $800. I forget. Again, I'll have all these links in the description and a coupon code for you to take advantage of. And we talked about the fog light. And then this little fang, I think they call it. I made that. I do decals. And so I made that. All right, so next thing is we'll go with the suspension. I have just the Toytech Aluma series right there. It's set at like almost 3 inches in lift. And then it's paired with the Camberg upper control arms, and I think this setup is pretty good, at least for my my use. And then I'm running the SCS SR8 wheels in brushed copper, and then the tires are the Falcon Wild Peak MT-01 285/70/17s. So that's the running gear. I'm also running the Spider Track, and let me see if we can pick it up. You're not going to be able to make it out, but it's the Spider Track spacers on all four corners. All right, so we'll move on to the hood here. We have the, let me see if I can go the other way and get out of the sun. We have the Beyond Wraps hood stamp. I have to say it's one of the best hood stamps for the 4Runner. And then I would have tried to make my own, but I don't have a printer wide enough, or a plotter. So we'll move over here. We have the, there we go, Baja Design Sports S2 with the Rego Fab mount, low pro mount. And then just so that everyone knows, I'm running the KC wire hiders on both sides. I would highly suggest getting these. These things are fantastic. And then up here I have a custom vinyl decal that I also created. And then let's see. Let's go over here next to the mirrors here. So there's nothing special other than this here. This is the Cartrim Homes sequential blinker. So it's smoked. And then we have also their convex mirror with the indicator available here as well. So I like this because you get rid of your blind spot, and then it has that nice blue tint. Wow, I shouldn't be doing this now. Lighting is so bad. So I do have 25 or 30, I forget, I think it's 25% tint. I tried to match it to the back. Let's see, so from there we can go. We have the Prinsu rack, and then we have the Cali raised slimline LED bar. And then what you see there is for my ham radio. And yes, I'm licensed. And going on top, we have the Maxtrax boards. And then we have like this Plano case. I think it's a 30, and it just holds all my recovery gear. I put all recovery gear up here because when you do use it in the mud or whatnot, you don't want that to be inside your vehicle. So I just put everything up there. And then going in the back, we get these are just the Amazon LED, what I call chase lights. So the cool thing about this is that it does white, amber, and then it also does strobe. So it's really good for chase lights. It's not meant for lighting. Yeah. Then we have the Gobi rack. Actually, okay, let's just go ahead and talk about it. We have the Gobi rack here. And then we have the Go Gold's Design window decal. And again here, I forget where I got these from, but they're just you can find them on the internet. They're just the black overlays. And then if we move down here, we have the Hefty Fabs sliders. I think it's one of the best out in the market. I think this and SSO has ones that I like, and then the reason why I like those two brands so much is that the gap, there's no gap, and that was my big gripe with these sliders. You'd see a huge gap, and on these two, the specific one I have is Hefty, and then the other one is SSO. They don't have gap. All right, so let's kind of move on here to the rear. Again, same rear suspension, Aluma series, running the spider tracks in the back. And then just for aesthetics wise, I have a TRD decal. Figured some of you guys might want to know. It doesn't do absolutely anything. Oh yeah, it gives you 5 extra horsepower. All right, have we covered pretty much everything outside? I think we did. So we can move in the back now. So in the back we have just OEM tails, but with LEDs. And then we have the tire carrier from Rigid Armor. This is one of those things where I eventually want to get the swing out, but this has served me pretty good. And we have the rear camera relocation kit here, and I mounted it here only because it's just two-way taped, only because I get the better view. Some people put it up there, and basically the tire blocks it, so I put it here, and if I ever need to use the tire, I rip it out. And then we have the Factor 55 hitch link. So yeah, so what you don't see is the rock lights. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 underneath, and they're from LED. God, I forgot the company, but I'll put it in the description if you guys are interested. I think I have a discount code for it too. I'll have to check. So that pretty much, oh wow, how can I forget this last piece here? This is Joe's original panels. You'll find them on the Instagram. I'll link it to his website. And this carries my one Rotopax gas. And then up there I have, for my shovel, I have the quick clamps, I think, quick fist clamps. I forget, you guys will correct me. And that's where I put my shovel. So I think that concludes the exterior. No engine mods. I do have switch pros, which I'll talk about inside the vehicle. And I do have on this side here an ARB single compressor to air up my tires after wheeling. So yeah, let's go ahead and now talk in the inside. Okay, so we'll start from the back. You'll see this drawer. This is a custom-made drawer by me. I downloaded some plans online that I purchased for like, I think, like under $20, I think, for the plans. And I went to Home Depot, got the wood, and it's a true drawer system. 2-drawer system. So I can't fully extend it out because it does hit the drop down here, so that's another reason why I eventually want to get the swing out. But this compartment basically holds all my tools, my airlines, which is right here, my tools in these tool rolls, and a few other like breaker bars and whatnot. And on this one here, I basically just have 2 chairs. I haven't figured out what I want here to put here yet, but right now we just have the 2 chairs that we use when my little guy goes and plays his sports. There's also another chair right there. So this is the custom drawer system that I built. Then we have another product from Car Trim Home, and that's the Molle panel on each side. So over here I just have a flashlight and first aid, and then it also has a shelf, which I don't have installed at the moment, but the shelf is actually pretty nice. You can mount more stuff on top, sleeping bags and whatnot, if you want to go camping. So this is the rear. It's pretty basic. And one other thing, these struts here are upgraded. These are the heavy duty, and then you can see the part number right here. Okay. So now we're going to go in the rear, and nothing really here other than 2 things. I got this shade, so it allows me to roll down my window, and then I'm still covered from bugs. It's by a company called Snap Shades. And then just because my son sits here, this is his garbage, because he tends to use garbage a lot with his runny nose, and when he eats he can just flip this and throw his garbage in there. So that's what I have. No one really sits here, so it's not really an issue. And then the other thing here is the floor mats. These are one of the best fitting floor mats for the 4Runner that I've come across. This was provided to me by Odrio. And I'll show you the fronts. It's a little dirty, but Odrio, I think, OEDRO. Great floor mat. Would definitely recommend you getting a set. All right, let's go next. Right here we have this is another Amazon product that you can purchase. I thought so they had the neoprene styles before, but they would discolor and I didn't like the look, so this company reached out to me to see if I wanted to test this, and I was happy to, and it's actually proven to be really good product. It's over a year now, just over a year, I think. It's leather. I don't know if it's real leather, but it's holding up, hasn't discolored. I do like the little diamond stitch pattern. Some people don't like it, some do. I think it's great, so highly recommend it. It so you don't wear out your center console. And then we have the big guy here. This is Car Trim Home's new steering wheel. This is the forged carbon fiber. Has the red. Oops, let me get you on frame there. Has the red marker in the center. It's a little fatter steering wheel, perforated. I think it just complements the truck really nicely. And then along with that, we have the Car Trim Home blacked out emblem. And I'll be honest with you, it does come with the sticky tape, but in the summer, it would just pop out. And so I got tired of it. Like only one side would pop out. So I stripped the tape off and I just used glue. And it's laid flat ever since, and it's been solid. So if you do get it, I recommend just getting rid of that tape and just do little dabs of glue. And then what I did was I put blue tape to hold it for like 24 hours, and then it's been solid. So because this is forged and the center console was carbon fiber, what I did was I got forged carbon fiber wrap, and I wrap the center so that it matches. It's not 100% match because this is gloss and that's more of a matte, but it works. So you can see that it's now forged and not carbon fiber. And then let me zoom in. You'll see that I have an Ultimate Performance iDrive, or it's called Ultimate 9 I think now, throttle controller. It's one of the best. I highly recommend this one, Sprint Booster, and I think there's also another one called Throttle Grenade. These don't give you check engine lights like the Pedal Commander does. So if you're looking for a throttle controller, and the form factor, it fits in that little spot there that we don't know what the hell it's used for. So it's out of the way, it's nice. So that's a good addition. And then right above that, right there, is my ICOM 26. Oh God, I don't even know the model anymore. I'll put it in the description, or I'll put it like somewhere here, the model. But it's my ham radio, and I mounted it right there. And then you have the mic hooked up right there. And I'll speak on behalf of this rail shortly. Now some people will say, oh, your airbag is there, and you know, when your airbag gets deployed, that will be a projectile. But I'll speak on that, and you just have to make a decision on whether you want it there or not. I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for that. Anyways, in fact, let's go ahead and talk about that right now. Okay, so this is the 67's 67's design rail that I mounted just above here. The airbag doesn't deploy here; it deploys from up here out. So how I did this is that this just barely hits it. So you can see the airbag line right here. So the airbag comes out this way. But there could be a chance that it does hit this and flings it forward. But again, nobody sits here. I don't think it will. If anything, if the airbag hits it, it'll just drop down, because these are just ball mounted. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say on that. This here is by Jeep Unique, I think. And it's the Baofeng mount on top, and then the ICOM on the side mount. So I put my handheld here. I still have my built-in, so I'll grab this if I need to get out of the vehicle. All right, back in the driver's side now. We have the Switch Pros here, and currently these are what controls that I have. So I have the, what they call the, I put windshield here because it's kind of like in the windshield, but that would be my my ditch lights, which are just right there. So turn these on, the ditch lights go on. Then this is the light bar on top. This is the two the lights in the bumper, the low pro bumper. This is the air compressor. Then you got your chase lights, and then the rock lights. So that's it for that. And I like the Switch Pros because when you wire your accessories, you never have to go through the firewall again, and it just keeps a rat's nest from building behind the dash. It's an expensive mod, but one that I highly recommend. And then I believe an alternative would be an aux beam 8-gang switch, which is more affordable. But I like the low profile of the Switch Pros here. Moving on here, we have the Scan Gauge 2, which primarily I use it for PSI reading for my tires. It does do temps for your transmission. It also does scanning for error codes and check engine lights, so it's a good tool to have. I don't use it for the scanning the check engine lights or codes or whatnot, other than just using it for a TPMS and occasional checking the temps on my trans and whatnot. Primarily though, I use my head unit here, which is the, again, car trim home T10 V3.1, which has the upgraded bezel. I have Carista loaded in here, and that's what I use to do my diagnostics if I have to. I also have TechStream, which I use primarily, but when I'm on a pinch and I need to check on something, well, I don't have my TechStream, I use Carista through the head unit, and it's been fantastic. So I can give more information, or I can go through more of the settings of this maybe in another video. It's been a while since I did the T10 video. So, but what I will show you is a cool feature that user customer on the Android group, Facebook group, showed me and helped me set up, and I think it just saves me more time now when I hotspot. So I'll show you that, and I'll probably do it towards the end. Anyways, here I have some Amazon phone mount. It's one of these spring-loaded ones, and it just sits out of the way. I used to have a magnet. If you go back to my old videos, and I liked it, but the problem with that is it would jiggle, right? So when I was using it for maps or whatnot, the phone would wiggle, and it would just get irritating. So I switched to this. Now the phone doesn't jiggle. And then up there I have right behind it, right there is the Blackvue 650, which is really old. I need to upgrade it, but hoping they can see this video and maybe provide me a new unit so I can test. This is still working great, so there's really no need for me to purchase anything, but it'd be nice to test a new version of that. I think they're up to like 2K or 4K even. I'd like to get that and maybe the one that points inside, and then maybe eventually run the battery that Blackvue has, so that way I can record 24 hours. And then just below that I have the Max 360C radar detector. I used to have a Valentine one, but I gave it to my oldest son. He now has on his BRZ. So this was on an old BMW of ours, but we got rid of, and the wife didn't want it in her new car, so I put it in here, and then I gave the Valentine one to my son. And that pretty much concludes everything in this vehicle. If I missed anything, I will note it, but okay, let me get back to the cool feature that that user on Facebook group showed me, and that's with hotspotting. There's a setting that you do on your phone that uses Siri, which helps with getting this thing hotspotted quickly. So let me set that up. Okay, so here we are with the Android unit here. And right now you can see Wi-Fi right there, but that's connected to my garage or my home. So how this should be is you'll have the Wi-Fi signal with the slash that turns on, or that is not connected. And so when I'm not near the house and I need to hotspot, what I typically have to do is turn this on, swipe down from the corner here, hold this, and then I have to turn this on, and then the head unit would connect, right? But the Edwin, the user on Facebook, showed me a nice trick to set up, and so now the phone listens to the command Siri. And so when I do this, hey Siri, hotspot. And so it just turns on hotspot, and then eventually this will then connect to the phone automatically. So I don't have to do the pull down menus anymore and all that. I just say that command, and then boom, I get connected to hotspot, and I'm on my way with internet access to my unit. So again, if you want me to do a separate video on just this and going through the motions again of this unit, I could show you. But that's the gist of that. I just wanted to show you that. I thought that was a neat update. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's long, but it just captures the car as is now. Again, I'll have all the links in the below in the description. These are affiliated links. They're no extra charge to you, but they do help me out so that I can get more products for testing and doing reviews on them, because not all products that I get are given to me, so I do have to purchase them. So again, thanks for watching, and if you like this stuff, let me know and I'll do some more. All right, see ya.